Hello, good morning, Math Studies Grade 11. Your learning objectives or objective for this video is to create and interpret box and whiskers. Okay, so to be able to create a box and whiskers, you need to be able to find the median, quartiles, and interquartile range. So let's have a short review. I know that you have done this when you did the cumulative frequency curve, the last time that I have seen you. So let's just have a short review. Okay. Example, find the median and quartiles for the given data. So you're given here a set of data items. And then to get the median and then quartile and interquartile range, you need to order this data. So order them from lowest to greatest or from smallest to highest. Okay, so you now have it ordered, and from here, if you're going to get the median, which represent quartile 2 or second quartile, okay, so we start from counting the number of data items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Median represents the middle number. Because you have 12 data items, the middle will be between 6 and 7. So if I cross it out, I cross out 1 here and I cross another number here, your middle will be between these two 8s. So if we do 8 plus 8 divided by 2, you will get 8. Now remember, median represents the second quartile or the 50% of your data. Okay, now the next one that we're going to find is the lower quartile and the upper quartile. So lower quartile, it can be represented by Q1 or Q sub 1. And then from the median, you get what is in the middle of the lower boundary or the lower set of data items. So from the lower set of data item, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 data items. So where is the middle? It should be in the middle of the third and the fourth data item. So as you can see, there are 3 data items here, and then there are 3 data items at the right side. So, and the middle is between 5 and 6. So if you add 5 and 6, 5 and 6 is 11, divided by 2, you should get 5.5 or 5.5. So Q sub 1 is your lower quartile and also your 25% of the data item. Okay. After you have gotten the Q1 or lower quartile, let's move to the upper quartile or Q sub 3. Now that will be looking at the upper or the higher set of data items. So this will be the 8, 9, 9, 9, 10, and 12. Here you also have 6 data items. And so we need to find the middle item of the set. Okay, so that will be between the 9 and 9. As you can see, there are 3 data items here at the left and 3 data items at the right. So the middle is between 9 and 9. If you add 9 and 9 together, that will be 18. Divided by 2, you will get 9. Okay, so that's your upper quartile. So that is also your 75% of your data set. So Q sub 1 is lower quartile, which is 25%. Q sub 2 is your median, which is 50% of your data. And Q sub 3 is your upper quartile or your 75% of the data set. Okay, so that will be the spread of your data. Now, to get the interquartile range, you do Q sub 3 minus Q sub 1 or upper quartile minus lower quartile. So 9 minus 5.5 is equal to 3.5. So your spread of data here is just like 3.5. Okay. Another example. Okay, you're given another set of data, but again, if for you to get these, you need to arrange them or order them from lowest to greatest. Okay, smallest to biggest. Okay, now let's count our data items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is easier. 11, the middle of 11, 11 divided by 2 is 5.5, and that will be the sixth data item. So if I count here from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then if I count here from the end, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know this is our middle data. So there will be like 5 data items on the left and 5 data items on the right. So our median is 8. That's our Q sub 2. Now, on the left part, which is the lower part, there you have 5 data items. It's easy too because 5 divided by 2 is 2.5. We round it up. That will be the third data item. And it's very clear. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then 1, 2, 3. That will be 4, the third data item. You have 2 data items on the left and 2 data items at the right. So this is your 25% or Q sub 1 or lower quartile. Now, moving on to upper quartile, it's basically the same as what you did here at the lower part of your data item. So we're now looking for the 75% or Q sub 3 or upper quartile. Okay, so you have 2 data items on the left, 2 data items at the right. So your middle is 10. It's very clear. Okay, that's a good thing when the number of your data items is an odd number. It's easier to get the middle number. Okay. So your interquartile range then is Q sub 3 minus Q sub 1. So that will be 10 minus 4. So the spread of data or your interquartile range is 6. Okay, now if we compare, okay, if we do the battery life of data sets and you're given 12 batteries, okay, if you get the mean is adding all your data items divided by 12 because you have 12 batteries. The mean is 7.75 hours. And to get the range, you do the maximum number minus the minimum value. Then you will have 13 hours. Whereas, if you get the median, it's 8 hours. It's pretty close with the mean, with your mean 7.75 and then 8 hours. And then for interquartile range, your spread of data is smaller. That will be only 3 hours. Okay, so this is how we compare our data set. So the averages, meaning your mean and median, are similar, but the measures of spread are significantly different since the extreme values of 2 and 15 are not included in interquartile range. Just because in interquartile range, what you really subtract and what you're looking at is your 75% or your upper quartile. And then you subtract your lower quartile, which is just the 25% of your data set. Okay, I hope you're listening carefully. If not, you can watch this video again. Okay, now let's start doing the box and whiskers. Box plots are useful for comparing 2 or more sets of data because it's a visual representation. Like for example here, okay, you have a box and whiskers representing the height of the boys and the girls. Okay, now to let you know the anatomy of the box and whiskers diagram, here it is. What are these representing? The box, and then this is your box, and then this is your whisker. Okay, now the median is the line here, the blue line. So that means that the median for boys is about 172 centimeters, whereas in the median for the girls is about 166 or 167 centimeters. So that means that the median for the girls, it's shorter, right? Okay, now the left side of your box, this side is the lower quartile. That means that whatever you get for Q1 or lower quartile, that should where the line should be. Okay, and then on the other side, this line should be the upper quartile. Okay, and then on the left, that should be the lowest value, and then here on the right should be the highest value. Okay, so in here, the highest height or the tallest for the boys is about 187 centimeters, and the shortest is about 137 centimeters, whereas for the girls, the lowest or the shortest is about 134 centimeters, and the tallest is about 179 centimeters. So this is how you read it. 25% of the boys has the height of 158 centimeters, and 75% is about 180 centimeters. Yeah? Okay. Let's look at another example. Okay. So here's your data items here are already arranged, and then we took the median, lower quartile, and upper quartile. To draw the box and whiskers, we write a number line at the bottom that represents the values, and then on top of the number line is your box and whiskers. There you go, your box. Okay, so you can see the lower quartile here is 5.5, so this line should be between 5 and 6, and then the upper quartile is 9, so that your line here is on top of 9, and then we're going to put the median. Our median is 8. So there you go, the median, the blue line is 8, and then the lowest value, the minimum value is 4, so put the whisker there until 4, and the highest is, or the maximum value is 12, so put that whisker there and the highest. Yes? Okay. Here's another example. Draw a box and whisker. Again, get the median, the lower quartile, and the upper quartile. Okay, here we go. The middle is 8, which is your median, and then the lower quartile is 4, which is the 25%, and the upper quartile is 10. Okay, if you're drawing a box and whisker, you need to have a number line, all values at the bottom. There you go. It doesn't have to be 1. If you have big values, your number line could be by 5, like 5, 10, 15, 20. It could be by tens. It could be by 50s, depending on your data. Okay, so then we're going to draw the box. Your lower quartile is 4, so you see this line is on top of 4. And then the upper quartile is 10, so you see the end of the box is at 10. And now we're going to draw the median, and the line should be above 8. That will be the blue line. And then we're going to add the whisker. The minimum value is 3. The minimum value is 3. There you go. And then the maximum value is 15. Okay. Now, here's another example. Stuart, okay, and then we find, you can stop the video so you can see how I got the median, upper quartile, and lower quartile. Okay, and then as you see here, our number line is by tens. Yeah, because it will be a long number line if you do it by 1. Okay, here's your box. This is your 158 is your lower quartile. The upper quartile is 180. So now let's join the median at 171. And then the whisker for the lowest value is 137. There you go. And then the highest is 180. Sorry, 186. There you go. And that's your box and whiskers. Okay, that will be it. And then you practice, and then there's a practice sheet that you need to do by grade 11.